What is up, guys? My name is Rhino and we're back for another video. So in this video I'm going to bring you something a little different. So rather than a combos video or rather than a ranking video, I'm going to do a sort of compilation video, and we are going to do this with every pack, every bundle every skin bundle in Fortnite. So what I'm going to do is, we have gotten quite a few bundles since the game's launch, or not since the game's launch, since like Season 7. We have gotten quite a few different bundles, quite a few different packs in the shop. Not the item shop, just the shop outside the item shop. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to take all of them, take a look at all of them, and see and say which one I think is the best out of all packs. So, for example, we have the Frozen Legends pack to start off, so I'm going to pick what I think the best skin out of the 3 from that pack is, and do the same with all the packs. And as for the rules of this, they must be a pack that was sold in the shop for real money. So ones that were sold for V-Bucks in the item shop, or item shop bundles, like the X Series pack or the more recent Shadow Strike pack. The Shadow Rising pack will be included, which came out Season 9, but the Shadow Strike pack from this season, because those skins were sold separately, as well as together in a bundle for V-Bucks, they will not count. So, among these, we have 10 packs to look at, from Season 7 to now. And before we get started, I want to say a couple of things. Firstly, my support creator code is RhinoGameYT. If you'd like to support me, that would be much appreciated. You do not have to use me, but just make sure you're using somebody. And I'll more recommend a smaller creator, because us smaller creators, your support means a lot, and it just drives us to making this content for you guys and can help them grow as a YouTuber, so it'll be much appreciated. And so also, I will not be ranking these packs from worst to best. I'll be going in order, in chronological order of when they came out, from Season 7 to now, like I said, and picking what I think is the best one out of those. If you would like me to rank those, then I can very much do that. But once the Pokey Legends pack comes out, which has been leaked in the files, the Pokey Legends pack, and since that's not out yet, and since we don't have like a proper image of them, we just like have seen the skins in encrypted files, that's unfair, and we will not be counting this one. So from the Frozen Legends pack Season 7 to the Corrupted Legends pack of this season. So let's get started. Alright, so starting with the Frozen Legends pack, we have Frozen Red Knight, Frozen Love Ranger, and the Frozen Raven. So, Frozen Love Ranger is out of the question automatically. Not my favorite Love Ranger skin, and Love Ranger I'm not even the biggest fan of. And I would say that Frozen Raven is just worse than the original Raven. So in this case, I'm going with the Frozen Red Knight, because I do think she is better than the original Red Knight. With the light blue and silver, I think she looks really nice, really clean in that chainmail mixed with the light blue, the frozen blue. Overall, it's just a very nice, very beautiful skin, and I love it. And definitely my favorite Frozen skin, not just out of this pack, but out of all Frozen skins. Spoiler alerts for the Polar Legends pack coming up. Alright, so the next pack, we have the Molten Legends pack, and we only got 2 skins, Molten Battlehound and Molten Valkyrie. So this one's kind of easy. I'm not a huge fan of this pack. I don't really use either of these skins. I'm not crazy about either of them, and there's only 2. But in this case, I'm going to have to go with the Molten Battlehound, because I do think he's better than the original Battlehound, and I think him with the purple eyes and the flaming head, I do think look pretty cool. Whilst Molten Valkyrie, I wasn't a huge fan of the Valkyrie skin, and Molten Valkyrie I just think is worse. Like, the normal Valkyrie skin looks kind of cool from the front, but from the back she looks like a grandma. And this skin just looks like a Ranger grandma. Like, I just can't help thinking ginger pubes when I see it. Australian joke. So yeah, Molten Battlehound for the Molten Legends pack. Okay, next pack. So yes, we're going through this a little faster. We have the Shadow Rising pack, and this pack is a pack that has aged really well in my opinion. I wasn't crazy about it when it first came out, but it's really grown on me, and I've come to love this pack. So I love all the skins in this pack. So we have Shadow Bird, Shadow Scully, and the Perfect Shadow. So Shadow Scully, I think, is a great skin. I really like the aggressive nature she provides with the black. Definitely better than the normal Scully. And the white eyes do look kind of intimidating, and the white star on her. The only problem I have with is the heels. I'm not a fan of the heels, and they do stand out more in black. Shadow Bird I do think is really nice. I really like the way the black jacket looks, and even the way the design still pops out in black. And I do think she was a good skin. They picked the right skin to do this with. For all of these, they picked the right skins. Even though it was a bit weird at the time because we had the Frozen Legends pack and the Molten Legends. You would think Legends are like iconic skins that have a legendary status, not just like legendary. Or maybe because the Red Knight, Raven, Love Ranger, Battlehound, and Valkyrie are all legendary skins. They're all based off legendary skins. This one's called the Shadow Rising pack because these ones aren't based off legendary skins. Nor were these skins really like didn't have a legendary status at the time. They weren't like classics because that's the vibes I get. But still, they picked the perfect skins now that the seasons have gone by. Now we've gotten, in my opinion, worse shadow skins. Every shadow skin does not compete with these skins. And Shadowbird, I do think is a really good one, but I just think the normal Sunbird's better. So in this case, I'm going with the perfect Shadow because, yes, he is indeed perfect for what he is. Cloak Shadow, I do think is a good skin, but the perfect Shadow with the Shadow theme just is perfect. Mixed with the white, looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. Very, very clean male skin in my opinion. Okay, moving on from there, we have the Dark Reflections pack. One of my favorite packs again. So in this pack, we have the Dark Red Knight, the Dark Wildcard, and the Dark Jonesy. All three of these skins I think are at least great. Dark Jonesy I think is a really good skin, really good Jonesy skin. But I'm going to have to rule him out of this one because I do think that we've gotten a lot of Jonesies, and he's not quite my favorite Jonesy. And I do think, like, because it's a little outdated for the time, Season X was the last season before Chapter 2, where they improved the male defaults, but made the female defaults worse, in my opinion. And so I just think that the Dark Jonesy with the purple covering with the male default clothes, it's just a little much, not really appealing in my opinion. But I do love the way the face looks, and he looks like a male Dark Bomber. So we have Dark Wildcard and Dark Red Knight. Both these skins I absolutely love. Both of these skins are my favorite Dark Series skins, along with Darkheart, of course. So some days I could prefer the Dark Wildcard because I absolutely love the suit skins, and I love how clean he looks in the purple, and I like the glyphic animation that comes up on his body. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of it at first because I preferred the suits with the clean design, I was an idiot back then, and now I really like it because I think it adds to the aggression that this skin provides, especially that mask. Oh man, that mask looks sick. And then you got Dark Red Knight, who is massively aggressive. The purple, black, and red look amazing. The Thunder Crash themed color scheme, and it's my favorite Knight skin, or one of my favorite Knight skins, and I like it more than the Frozen Red Knight. So if I were to go this one, I'd be just going for the Red Knight reskin twice. Whereas if I were to go the Dark Wildcard, I'd be going the suited skins, but I just love both. But in the end of the day, I'm going to have to go with Dark Red Knight. I'm sorry. Dark Wildcard is absolutely amazing, but in this case, I just think the Dark Red Knight, it's the best Red Knight skin. Red Knight is already a great skin, very iconic skin. I love Knight skins, and this skin, along with the Rogue Spider Knight, are my favorite Knight skins. So yep, I'm going with the Dark Red Knight on this one. I'm sorry. Alright, next up we have the Dark Fire Bundle. So this was a bundle that combines a different skin from all three of the previous packs. So a Molten skin with Molten Omen, a Shadow skin with Shadow Arc, and a Dark Series skin with the Dark Power Cord. Now, under the Dark Power Cord, I do think Dark Power Cord's really good. Like, at that time, I didn't have too much of a grudge with Dark theme skins, Dark Series skins, because I would say that along with the Marvel series, it is definitely my favorite rarity, like outside the standard rarities. And I do really like Dark Power Cord. I just don't understand why she got the edit style. But I do think that the netting on her arms looks better than that of the original Power Cord, and the red tips on her, the spikes on her headband. But still, it's not my favorite Dark Series skin. I would say Dark Red Knight and Dark Wildcard are both better. So I'm just going to rule that out. Shadow Arc is just, yeah, definitely one of the worst Shadow skins. Arc was already a decent skin, not a great skin, but a decent skin. This one just looks even worse. Like, with how much of a dress she has, with how bulky her dress is, with all the black on her, there's not enough white that pops out on her, in my opinion, and just looks very bland and kind of ugly, in my opinion. So, Shadow Arc's automatically out, but in this case, I'm going the Molten Omen, because I think the Molten Omen is better than both Molten Valkyrie and Molten Battlehound, and I think that Omen was a skin that just was ruined by his color scheme. He had a cool design, but the color scheme made him look goofy and just made him look weird. And while I do think they sort of knocked it out of the park a bit with the Dread Omen skin, the Molten Omen skin with the Omen's design basically fixed up what I had a problem with the Omen, and the Omen we should have got. Actually looks mean, actually looks scary, actually looks like a goofy, or non-goofy, excuse me, villain. So I'm going the Molten Omen, and a really cool cape as well. Alright, for the next pack we have the Final Reckoning pack, and we have the Blacklight skin, the Katrina skin, and the Willow skin. Now, I do imagine this pack will be coming back very soon for Halloween. So if you don't have this pack, I highly recommend it. I don't have this pack, but I can't wait to get it. So Blacklight, I do think is a great skin. It's really grown on me. I love the way the mask looks. I like the way the purple skeleton is situated on him in a very unique way. And I do think he's a lot better than Purple Skull Trooper. Not as all over the place and more intimidating and suits the design more. However, despite that, I do think he is the weakest skin of the whole Final Reckoning set, which I would say is my favorite set in the entire game, because we've also got Teef, Jawbreaker, and Chaos Agent. And I think it's the weakest skin in the pack, but I still think it's a great skin. Katrina, great skin. Amazing, perfect Halloween skin. She looks scary. She looks like something... She literally looks like someone who just came out of the grave and has had flowers and stuff growing on her for decades, or centuries even. She looks really scary, but not as scary and not as good as Willow, and that's why I'm going with Willow in this one, because she looks like something straight out of a horror movie. She looks like something from Annabelle. With the mask on, she kind of looks like Annabelle, which is scary, but I think without the mask, she's even scarier, because she looks like a ghost. The people have had criticisms with the smoking hands, the black shadow-like hands. Me, personally, I really like that because it makes her look like a spiritual ghost, which makes her even scarier. In the white, it also always gives me vibes of someone who was killed, because I read this sort of stuff, guys. I read some sort of spiritual ghost stories of how people died, including just the idea of having a girl who died on the side of a road, hit by a car, something like that, is just scary. And that's what I get when I look at this skin. It is scary. It gives me nightmares just thinking about it. And that's why I love it. And that's why she's easily the best of this pack. And I cannot wait to get her. Alright, so moving on from here. For the next pack, we have the Polar Legends pack. So even though this one was sold beside the item shop, it did cost real money. So it counts in this one. So we have the Frozen Nogops, the Frozen Fish Stick, the Devourer, and the Codename Elf does not count. Because he was sold in 2017 as an item shop skin, he does not count in this one, so I only count the Nogops, Fish Stick, and Devourer. So Devourer, I think, is really cool. It's basically the monster from Season 9, the Season 9 Showdown event. Quite late to be getting it, but it's kind of understandable because he has a frozen style. He also has a style to take the ice off him to make him look like how he looked in the fight. Frozen Fish Stick is out of the question. Easily one of the worst Fish Stick reskins, and I'm kind of getting tired of Fish Sticks, and the frozen look on him just does not suit him. In this case, so yeah, I'm going Frozen Nogops. I don't think Frozen Nogops is amazing. Like I said, I still think Frozen Red Knight is the best one. But I do think Frozen Nogops with the light blue ugly sweater and the interactive hat, I do think looks really nice. Alright, so for the next pack, Chapter 2, Season 2, we have the Slurp Legends pack, and we got Slurp Jonesy, Slurp Leviathan, and Slurp Bandolette. Now, Slurp Bandolette, I do think she does look nice for what she is, but out of all the skins from every pack, this is one of the skins where it just doesn't make sense as to why they gave her a Slurp reskin. Like, for starters, she wasn't that popular. I don't know anyone who really asked for a reskin of Bandolette, to be honest with you, or Bandolier. And two, like, I would not imagine a girl like her who's wearing, like, less clothing because she's a tropical army woman, and just giving her the Slurp body just doesn't really make sense to me. There's, like, nothing about her I see that could make her eligible for that, unlike the Slurp Leviathan, where I actually think they improved on the normal Leviathan, because I think with the Slurp design and the black suit, I think that looks really clean, and it looks really nice. Really gives me vibes of Minion from Megamind. So yes, Slurp Bandolette is automatically ruled out, and as well as that, with the feature where their heads get bloated as you drink shield, just looks weird on her, very strange. Slurp Leviathan I do think is cool, the best one when it comes to the default variation. However, he barely changes with that reactive feature, so that's kind of disappointing. So I'm going to have to go with the Slurp Jonesy. I think he's my favorite Jonesy skin. I like him more than the Dark Jonesy. I like how I do prefer this chapter's Jonesy over last chapter's Jonesy, how he's wearing the clothing and no bulky leg armor. And I do think with the black shirt, just with the black shirt and the Slurp body, I just think that's very simple, and it means you can wear backblings on him without having it look weird, without the feeling of you wearing like a metallic backbling on Slurp, like on Slurp Bandolets, or even other Slurp skins like Ripley. On this, it just looks very clean. The way the black and the blue situate, just simple. And I think in this case, simple is the best. Alright, now moving on to the next pack, we have the Summer Legends pack. So it comes with the Summer Fable, the Tropical Punch Zoe, and the Unpeely. And I do think that in terms of packs that are just reskins of other ones, this is the most original, because all these skins look like very different skins. Like Summer Fable looks very different to normal Fable. Tropical Punch Zoe is very different to Zoe in my opinion. And Unpeely, even though it's still another Peely, without the skin and with the board shorts and hat, I do think it does add some character to him, make him look fairly different, even definitely more different compared to Peely versus Agent Peely or even Peely Bone. It's not the only pack we've got in original skins. Final Reckoning pack seems to be the only pack in this where it's all original skins. Devourer is an original skin. And all these do look like original skins, but they're actually reskins. But in this one, I'm just automatically going to say it. The Summer Fable is the best one. I do think that she is better than Fable. Fable on holiday, like she's finally stopped working for her grandma and she's finally gone on a holiday, not having to worry about the big bad wolf. I like the way she looks in the hoodie, and I like the little straps on her shorts. There are actually some days where I like the shorts and other days where I don't. It's obviously a trend, girls wearing jumper and short shorts, depending on where you live in the world, of course. You're probably going to see it a lot if you live in Europe or if you live in north of America, but if you live somewhere like in the outback of Australia or the desert in America, you're probably not going to see it a lot. But I do think it looks nice. Not a big fan of the brown style, but the first style, the red style, is good. Tropical Punch Zoe, as much as I think she is better than Zoe, who asked for a Zoe reskin? Zoe is just a walking joke at this point, and we did not need a tropical reskin. And Unpeely, I mean, Peely's been overdone, oversaturated already, so he's not going to be a contender in this one. Alright, now the final pack in this, we have the Corrupted Legends pack, the latest one. We have Corrupted Shogun, Corrupted Arachne, and the Corrupted Insight. So I do think that it is cool how you can have all these skins as corrupt as you want. That is a nice feature. But I think out of the most packs, this one had the most random skins. All these skins are from seasons. So I do find the choices of these skins kind of weird. But the way they executed the concept of the pack, I do think is really good. And I did say in my video where I did combos for them that I prefer them either with no corruption or half corruption. Because I like the way they look when they're partly corrupted and they still got the white and grey part below with those animated dead pixels moving around. I do think that looks really cool. However, with the no corruption, I do think that on Shogun, while it does look clean, it takes away from the color scheme of the original Shogun, which was, I think, one of the best things about him. The black, red, and gold makes him look aggressive and goes well with the theme. And even with Arachne, I do think she doesn't look as scary, like without the corruption. She doesn't look as scary as the original Arachne. Though with the corruption, I do think she looks a bit too scary. Inside, however, I do think with no corruption, just looks very clean. And the plain design suits her character, being a recon sniper, a plain guillotine to blend in with the environment. So that's why I'm going with Corrupted Insight, being the best one of this pack. And even with a little bit of corruption, I do think she looks kind of cool. Like, the rest of them do look cool. But like I said, I'm choosing this one because I do think that she is, even though she's one of the most random ones, I do think it definitely improves on the original Insight, unlike the other two skins. And I actually think the 0% corruption looks cool, very nice on her and cool on her, and doesn't really take away from her character, unlike it does for Shogun and Arachne. So yeah, Corrupted Arachne for this one. Sorry guys, just as I was editing this video, I realized that I forgot the Double Agents pack, so really sorry about that. So it turns out there are 11 packs that I need to go through, not 10. Alright, so the Double Agents pack came just before the Summer Legends pack, and it has the Double Chaos Agent, the Double Agent Wildcard, and the Double Agent Hush. I think all three of these skins are extremely clean. I really like the Ghost style for Hush. And I really like the Shadow version on Chaos Double Agent and Double Agent Wildcard. I think they're extremely clean. I'm going to rule out Hush here just because in terms of the Shadow style, I slightly prefer the default Hush. And I don't understand why this one gets the style of all of them. And while I do really like Double Agent, Double Chaos Agent, I still think the original Chaos Agent is better. So in this case, I'm going with the Double Agent Wildcard. I think in the black suit mixed with the gold, he looks incredibly clean in the Shadow style. And while, yes, it is the same color scheme as the Reaper, we've never had a Wildcard skin, a skin with the suit and the mask in the black suit. And mixed with the gold, it just looks really clean. The Ghost looks pretty good too. It's just too similar to the original Wildcard. So yeah, Double Agent Wildcard as the best one here, mainly because of the Shadow style. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this style of video. Tell me what you think of these packs. And give a shout out to XOXO for requesting this video for me. Thank you so much. But until then, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.